Hi folks, my name is Phil and welcome to Expo Aviation. This short video takes a quick look at what it was like passing through Manchester Airport during July of 2020. We begin at Terminal 1, and since I was flying with Jet 2 I would be using the downstairs check-in area, or Departures B, which I still refer to as the Airtours check-in area out of habit. As soon as you enter the building there are several hand sanitizer dispensers which you are encouraged to use, and from here on in you're required to wear your face mask. The Jet 2 check-in area had several staff scattered about to process us. The airline encourages you to check in online, so the staff just need to see your boarding pass and passport, which of course also requires lowering your mask for a moment. After that, you move over to the machines to print your baggage tags and then head to a desk to drop your bags off. From the Jet 2 check-in area, we moved to the lower level security screening area. Obviously I was unable to take pictures in here, but it was the same as usual, albeit with very few passengers in the queue. Security screening was done as normal, just bearing in mind that you need to maintain a gap between others in the queue, and it just took a few minutes. As we exit security, it becomes apparent just how bad the situation is, as the terminal was very quiet, with just a handful of people knocking around on this side of the duty-free shop. As you can see, most of the stores and food outlets were closed. The Boots and WH Smiths were open, but only on this side of the duty-free shop. The ones on the other side were closed, so bear that in mind if you do need any last-minute bits. Also note that the Travelex currency exchange was closed too, so no last-minute opportunities for changing your money either. After passing through the large duty-free shop, we come out near the departure lounge. Again, most of the stores were closed, although both Timberland and JD Sports were open. A one-way system is marked out in the area too, although it can be missed as the markings are on the floor, so if you're looking at eye level you could miss them. The seating in the departure lounge has been moved around in order to give people more space. Obviously, under normal circumstances there will be a massive shortage of seats, but even on a July Sunday there was enough seats for everybody. Did I mention how you can miss the one-way system? See, even I took a wrong turn. The bar on the ground floor was closed, so I did go upstairs. One pub was open here, the Grain Loft. There is a set way in and way out, and you do need to fill in a quick contact tracing form, which is basically just your name, phone number, date and time of entry. There is no bar service, so just head on over to a table and order online. You don't need an app to do it, as you can order via a website or follow a QR code. They have a reduced menu of food and drink, and the service is fairly quick. This was the only bar open during my visit. The other bars and restaurants upstairs were closed. Heading back downstairs we can see that the Boots in this location was closed, as well as all bar one of the food and drink outlets, with the exception of Burger King. There were a few more seats available here, as well as an information desk. There was no complimentary newspapers available for obvious reasons, and not just because the options would have been either the Sun or the Times. From here I head on out to the gate area. Jet 2 seems to have moved into Pier C following the demise of Thomas Cook, and it's fairly normal running from here. My aircraft was parked upon a stand to the right of this corridor, so it involved going down some stairs and then climbing back up on the other side. The gate area was normal and boarding would take place pretty much like a normal flight, just with a small gap between folks in the queue. You do have to scan your own boarding pass though, as well as lower your face mask so that the gate agent can check that you are who your passport says you are. I was going to the Greek island of Skiathos, and on landing there I, along with many other passengers, were randomly tested for the virus. Everyone heading to Greece has to fill out an online form at least 48 hours before heading there. These are all checked on arrival. Prior to heading back to the UK, you're required to complete the government's passenger locator form. It can only be done within 48 hours of your arrival into the UK, so bear that in mind as you may end up filling this in on your phone and it can be a bit awkward. You also have to do it one per passenger, unlike the Greek one which is one per household. Our return to Manchester was a week later. Again, face masks would be worn for the duration of the flight and must be worn at all times in Manchester Airport. Your completed tracking forms are checked at a temporary station which has been set up in a corridor which leads to passport control, and these are all checked without exception. Border control officers are waiting there for folks who haven't completed them yet and will assist them in completing them at some nearby desks. Once your form has been checked, you'll be given a paper ticket which you will then hand to another border control officer before entering the passport control area. The paper just says that you've had your document checked. Passport control is pretty much standard. The machines are in use and you'll be directed to one as normal, though of course you will need to remove your mask for the machine to verify your identity. Beyond that, it's over to the baggage hall, which is as normal, with the exception of more hand sanitizer stations, and then out into the arrivals hall. As our flight landed at 10:30 p.m, most of the shops and food outlets in the arrivals hall were already closed. It appeared that WH Smith's had been open earlier, however some of the kiosks were definitely closed for the duration. The information desk was open, though this closed at 11 p.m. The taxi office and taxi rank were in operation as normal outside. Recapping on what was open in Terminal 1 on the Sunday daytime, if you want something hot to eat, then your only options are either the Grain Loft or Burger King, both of which are located in the main departure lounge. Both the WH Smith and Boots, which you encounter right after security, were open, but the two on the other side of the large duty-free shop were closed. The Travelex foreign exchange kiosks were closed and their ATMs were also out of use. There are hand sanitizer stations located at various points across the terminal, and the toilets were in use as normal as well. So don't be afraid to go to Manchester Airport. They have taken several precautions to keep folks safe while they travel. The staff, be it airport, airline or retail staff, are all friendly and willing to help out, as it is a bit of an alien situation. Just remember, wear your face mask at all times and keep using the hand sanitizer and you should be okay. Thanks for watching. I just wanted to let those who've got flights booked know what to expect, or at least what my experience was. This was a bit of an unusual video for me, so I hope it's been helpful or of interest to you. I do trip reports for my flights, of which the Skiathos flight with Jet2 will be covered shortly. If you're interested in the history of airlines of yesteryear, then you should subscribe to catch my Grounded series as it lands, and once again, thanks for watching.